It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Welcome to The New Next, a podcast that addresses current events and how they will impact the future. Then you put me maybe on a little bit different level where I'll do something like Toastmasters, or I might do improv, the skulls, but you do something that betters yourself, and maybe with the right opportunity. But so I'll actually want to pick on Toastmasters a little bit in this regard, and it's not regarding the organization as what their goal is as a business, but the organization as I got in. Even now, I'm still considered relatively young in the Toastmaster world at 44 years old, because really, if you're under 50, you're young in Toastmasters, or maybe even 60 now. I don't know. But when I joined, I was 2016. So I was 37 when I joined, and very quickly got a lot of the accomplishments that people work years to have the courage to do this thing. So I became an area director. I became a division director. I was on track to, in fact, I was told by somebody that had I not dropped out, or had I not done something, not even, so I was second place, or I finished second in a run up to one of the trio positions, one of the top positions for the district leadership. Yeah. And because of some incidents that happened, we're talking about like literally one vote or two votes, that somebody resigned in the middle of the year, and the two people, and so the person who I lost to went up to the next level, and it was offered to me that if I wanted to take it, I could, for half a year, I could get the thing that I didn't win. I turned it down, and then the person who was after me, who lost in the round before that, she actually took that position, and then 2 years ago, she ended up being the district director. Now, that was a choice I made and stuff, but
was that
politics? Jennifer? No, Luann.
Oh, yeah.
No, Jennifer was the one who stepped down. And the politics behind the scenes of what was going on and everything. Now, part of it was a certain person had a person that they wanted to win, and they broke a lot of Toastmaster rules. And again, I only lost by 2 votes. So with playing it straight, doing everything, if I would have done the sleazy stuff, I would have won.
I was physically there too. Yeah, and you got cheated, which is okay. I think you bettered out.
Yeah, and I'm not even. Luann did a great job. I'm sure Catherine did a great job. I'm not even picking on them, but there was this idea that a guy who had just started a couple years before was pushing himself into a place where it ruffled the feathers of people who were the 55 plus. To where they were actually breaking rules. Now, because of how it was. Because Toastmasters is a much lower threshold, like anybody outside of Toastmasters doesn't care if you're a district director. No one cares. Like, oh, a district director, what does that mean? I was on the phone a lot.
I know.
But, and if I would have stuck with it, I could have definitely pushed through, could have definitely had some of those opportunities. And so another person at that same time who did not want to go through the route that Toastmasters offered is now the district director. Ray, and even now he still didn't go through the route. I'm not saying for good or for bad. This is just what happened. Traditionally, you try to go through each role that suggested roles, and he wanted to go straight to the top. And so for multiple years, he just ran for the top position without paying the dues that most people are expected to do. Yeah. And now he is district director, and I'm sure it's going to go great because he does care and stuff. But for something as minuscule as Toastmasters in the worldwide scheme of things, there's backdoor politics being played because Mike McVeigh might be threatening to the order.
That was weird because they went for the corporate pick. It was like getting the stale. Like she's a nice woman.
Yeah,
but she was like nobody knew her, and like I felt like there was this brand kind of narrative. Like it seemed like they actually. It frankly seemed like someone had actually spent money trying to figure out how to brand it. And I don't know, but it was, I'm sorry.
And again, it's not about the individuals involved. It's not about Kathleen. It's not about Luann. It's not about Ray. It's not about even the people who are playing those weird politics and stuff. But that there was this made up Toastmasters lineage that that I hadn't paid my dues, even though I had. And these other people who also hadn't paid their dues in a different way. But it's okay. So who are we going to choose out of this? And it became what it became. So if that's happening at a Toastmasters thing, and I had the same thing happen when I ran for an auxiliary position in high school, a spirit vice president, and that one I lost by 3 votes, I think, in the final thing. I have this record of always losing less than 5 votes, over 200 people voting every time.
I should tell you a great losing story in my family.
Yeah, hold on, hunt him for 1 second. But so in high school, and the lady who won, should have blown me out of the thing, but she went in expecting, I've done this for the past, basically since elementary school, I'm going to win kind of thing. And I go in there and I'm like, I'm really investing time and resources to putting in a good speech. Everybody knows me for other reasons and stuff. And the first round, I won by 30 votes, but I needed 35 votes to win outright. Mm-hmm. We got rid of all the people except for the lady who won and myself. And then the second round, I lose by 3 votes. And then there were some problems. And again, I'm not picking on her. It frustrated the people in the school who were in charge of student council, student government. She was a POM member, POM team, mm-hmm. and they happened to have a bake sale right. Oh, no, that's not what it was. That's right. I forgot about this. She was running the voting booth for this runoff. And I even said something, that seems like it's a conflict of interest. And she's in a position that this is part of her job and stuff. It's like, no, I get that. And this is not about her. This is about the process. She should not be allowed to be the face person when someone's about to vote for whether or not she's going to keep her position. Yeah. Because I was told specifically I could not be around the voting booth since I was a candidate. And so it's like these... It's
illegal for elections.
And again, overall, she should have been the one that won because she did a great job, did a better job than I probably would have, knowing how things turned out. And I'm not mad at her or anything. But college, same thing. I ran for the chaplain position for freshman year. And now that one I didn't win straight out the first round, but it was like a 2-person thing. And then I lost by 5 people or something in the second round. Now that one I was a little bit more bummed about. Out of all the ones I've lost, I was more bummed about that one. If you would like to learn more about the New Next podcast, find us at thenewnextpodcast.com, where you can suggest a topic you would like for us to cover. If you enjoyed what you heard, share the podcast, tell a friend about it, or rate us with 5 stars.